What if the very emotion designed to protect you could be turned against you? What if the primal instinct of fear, woven into the fabric of our being, is subtly, invisibly, manipulating every single decision you make? From the news you consume to the products you buy, from the political choices you endorse to the relationships you maintain, fear is a silent architect of your reality. In this deep dive into Dark Minds Unveiled, we expose the unseen strings of fear and how they dictate your life. Prepare to understand not just what fear is, but how it's engineered to control us. This knowledge isn't about eliminating fear, but about reclaiming your mind from its most potent influence. At its core, fear is an ancient survival mechanism. It's the brain's primal algorithm, honed over millennia to detect threats and prepare us for fight, flight, or freeze. When danger is perceived, the amygdala, the brain's alarm bell, immediately triggers a cascade of physiological responses. Adrenaline surges, heart rate quickens, senses sharpen. This is essential for survival. However, in our modern world, this powerful mechanism is often triggered by perceived threats, not always real ones, and that's where the manipulation begins. Neuroscientists like Dr. Joseph Ledoux, a leading researcher on the neuroscience of emotion, have extensively mapped these fear pathways. His work shows that our brains can react to fear before our conscious mind even processes what is happening. This slow road to the amygdala is incredibly fast, bypassing rational thought, making us highly susceptible to immediate, instinctual reactions, fertile ground for manipulation. If fear is a natural response, how does it become a tool of control? The answer lies in its ability to bypass our logical thinking and drive us towards irrational choices. Master manipulators, be they individuals, corporations, or even political entities, understand this primal mechanism. They don't need a real monster, they just need you to believe there's one. Consider these tactics: the creation of scarcity and urgency. Fear of missing out is a potent modern fear. Limited time offers, only a few left. Act now or lose your chance. These phrases trigger our fear of loss, pushing us to make impulsive purchases or decisions without proper evaluation. The fear isn't of the product, but of the regret of not having it. Exaggerated threats and catastrophizing from news headlines screaming imminent disaster. Two politicians warning of existential threats. The technique is simple: inflate the danger. This paralyzes critical thought, making populations more compliant and willing to accept radical solutions or restrictions in exchange for perceived safety. The fear becomes bigger than the actual risk. Social exclusion and isolation. Humans are social creatures, and the fear of ostracism is deeply ingrained. This fear is exploited in cults, oppressive groups, or even toxic workplaces. Dissenters are shamed, ridiculed, or expelled, creating a powerful deterrent for anyone else considering speaking out or thinking independently. The fear of being alone trumps the desire for truth, uncertainty, and the unknown. Our brains crave certainty. When faced with ambiguity, fear of the unknown takes over. Manipulators thrive in this space, offering simplistic solutions to complex problems, playing on our desire for quick answers and stability, even if those solutions are flawed or oppressive. I have all the answers, just trust me. The illusion of safety through compliance. Once fear is established, compliance is offered as the path to safety. If you do X, you will be safe. From why this exchange of freedom for perceived security is a classic manipulation tactic, seen in various forms, from advertising to authoritarian regimes. The fear of not complying becomes greater than the loss of autonomy. Identifying these tactics is your first step to liberation. But how do you reclaim your decision-making power from fear's pervasive grip? Name the fear. Acknowledge what you're feeling. Is it real danger, or the fear of a perceived threat? When you name it, you diminish its power. I feel anxious because of this news report, not because the threat is immediate. Seek diverse information and critical thinking. Never rely on a single source. Actively seek out multiple perspectives, fact-check, and question narratives, especially those designed to evoke strong emotions. Engage your prefrontal cortex, the rational part of your brain, before reacting. Practice emotional detachment. When you feel fear rising, pause. Take deep breaths. Create a mental distance between the emotion and your rational self. This allows you to observe the fear without being consumed by it, giving you space to choose your response rather than react impulsively. Understand your vulnerabilities. Are you afraid of rejection, poverty, loneliness? Self-awareness of your personal fears makes you less susceptible to those who would exploit them. Know your triggers. Embrace uncertainty. Life is inherently uncertain. Accepting this reduces the power of manipulators who promise absolute safety. Focus on what you can control. Your reactions, your values, your actions, rather than what you cannot. Fear, in its purest form, is a vital part of our survival. But weaponized fear is a tool of control, used to dictate our choices and limit our freedom. By understanding its psychology, by recognizing its insidious tactics, you gain the ultimate power, the power to choose, consciously and freely. Knowledge is your fortress against the manipulations of the mind. Did this video illuminate the hidden influences of fear in your life? Did you recognize these patterns? Then, this is your wake-up call. Share your insights and experiences in the comments below. Your truth can empower others. Don't let unseen forces dictate your decisions any longer. Reclaim your autonomy. Click the subscribe button now, hit the bell icon, and free your mind from the invisible chains of fear-based manipulation. Your journey to true psychological freedom begins at this very moment. Next, on Dark Minds Unveiled, we'll expose the psychology of deception, unmasking the liar's brain. Are you ready to see through the lies?